Not everyone knows that when a musician picks up an instrument and begins to play, their brain lights up with a fireworks display of activity. Playing the piano has always been my way of processing emotions and sharpening my focus, shares a concert pianist. It's like meditation. The rest of the world falls away, leaving only the music and me. On the surface, a calm and focused performer reads sheet music, makes rehearsed movements, and produces music while their brain works intensely. But how do we know all this? Over the last few decades, scientists have made significant advances in brain research, with cutting-edge science and technology such as functional magnetic resonance imaging and positron emission tomography, allowing specialists to observe the living brain in action. Subjects placed in a scanner are given various tasks, such as reading or solving equations, and researchers watch as brain areas responsible for these functions become active. However, when subjects listen to music, their brain's activity map lights up like a fireworks display, with multiple areas activating simultaneously, responsible for sound perception, breaking down music into rhythm and melody, processing data, and forming a complete picture from listening. The first time I heard a symphony, I felt an explosion of emotions, a sensation that I later found to be mirrored by my brain's activity, reflects an orchestra member. But when researchers placed musicians themselves in the scanner, they found that the modest brain fireworks turned into a massive grand display. I never realized the extent of my brain's engagement until I saw the scans. It was enlightening to see how music activates my brain in such a complex way, notes a jazz guitarist. If listening to music is like a light workout for the brain, then playing a musical instrument is an intense exercise. Neurobiologists saw a series of complex patterns of rapid and sequential activation of areas that process various details of the incoming signal. Music challenges my brain in a way that nothing else does. It's a full-body workout for the mind, says a violinist. The intense brain activity observed is linked to the simultaneous engagement of almost all areas of the brain, especially the visual, auditory, and motor zones of the cortex. Similar to how regular physical exercises strengthen the body, regular musical practice enhances brain functions. These functions can find application in other areas of activity. A clear difference between performing music and listening to it lies in the involvement of fine motor skills, which are managed by both hemispheres of the brain. Balancing the technical and emotional aspects of music requires a unique kind of brain power. It's as if my left and right hemispheres are in constant dialogue, explains a composer. Many musicians possess strong organizational skills, implying tactical and strategic planning abilities, attention to detail, and the ability to process information considering the emotional aspect. Playing a musical instrument also positively affects memory, with studies showing musicians remember new information longer and recall it faster. My memory has significantly improved since I started playing music. I find it easier to recall details and make connections between concepts, states a music teacher. It's uncertain whether these advantages are solely linked to musical play, or if they also apply to painting and sports, or perhaps those drawn to music are initially more intelligent. No definitive answers exist, but the fact that playing a musical instrument differs from any other activity, including other arts, raises no doubts among neurobiologists. Recent research on how brain function improves through playing a musical instrument has provided a better understanding of the processes that ensure coordinated and musical performance in the orchestra that is our brain. Music is not just an art form, but a bridge to enhancing our cognitive, emotional, and creative capacities, concludes a renowned neuroscientist and amateur pianist, highlighting the symbiotic relationship between music and brain function.